I finally have my own signature shoe, and so that's what's in this box today. Growing up, I pretty much only had one pair of shoes at a time, but ever since I went to the NBA, since then my love for sneakers and my collection has definitely grown. So a year and a half ago, I was a shoe free agent, and at that time, I knew I wanted to do something different. At that time, I hadn't even heard of the company XTEP. And after taking a meeting and doing a little bit of research, found out that XTEP is the #1 running shoe company in China, and they also are really big into fashion. But they wanted to move into basketball, and they had never done basketball before. And for me, that was really, really intriguing to be able to create something brand new. And so I signed with XTEP, and I've been with them ever since. And you know, the signature shoe process takes 18 months typically, but we were able to drop my first signature shoe after 12 months of me signing. And so we cut short the process by half a year. And this is what I have in front of me today. This is the Jalen 1. After 11 years of professional basketball, I finally have my own signature shoe. And so that's what's in this box today. And this is the main colorway. You know, for me, I love the color blue. And so these are the water shoes that represent walking on water. You know, we have the logo, but there's water elements everywhere. And if you look at the bottom too, it's like the ripples or the water. You know, one unique thing that they did is on the back of this one, they have the logo, but on the other one, they have this #1, which represents the Jalen 1s. But if you look carefully, there's a line down the middle, and it's actually 2 1s, which also represents the 11th year of professional basketball that I finally got a signature shoe. This number right here kind of represents 3 things. It's the Jalen 1s, it's my basketball number, and it's also my 11th year of professional basketball. And you see the 1s in different places, and you see the different elements of water all through the shoe. With my first signature shoe, the main story I wanted to tell is our slogan, which is "Nothing Stops Me." And that story came about with just me going through a lot of different things. And at one point, it just really looked like I was never gonna have my own signature shoe. Waiting 11 years, I might be the oldest player to ever have their first signature shoe. And I am the first Asian American to have my own signature basketball shoe. And so I guess the "nothing stops me" mentality is about the persistence and the perseverance that maybe you have to wait longer than expected, maybe you have to work a little bit harder, or maybe at times it doesn't look like it's gonna happen, but if you stick with it, it can, and you have to embody this "nothing stops me" mentality. And then the water, why we chose this colorway and what we tried to display through the shoe is this concept of walking on water, which goes back to the passage in the Bible of Peter walking on water. And this has been really influential in my logo. People think my logo is a JL7, but it's also 2 feet walking on water, and the bottom of the 7 is the water drop. And so this passage was really, really big for me my rookie year with Golden State, when I couldn't even get off the bench. I was at that time, the D League, and I just was really, really struggling, and that passage came to me. And the point of the passage is, when you focus on God, you can do supernatural things like walking on water. That passage stuck with me, and then the next year was Linsanity. And that was a great example to me of, hey, when you're focused on God, He can do anything. He can do miracles as big as Linsanity.
Full. Lin for the win. Got it.
This pair is the Ali's, Muhammad Ali. And I love this because of everything that Ali stood for, obviously. And if you look on the inside, it has float and it has sting, one on each shoe, and it's float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. And you can see this is kind of the butterfly element, and so even on the side we see the butterfly wings, and then there's also the bee and the beehive. Muhammad Ali represents so much, transcending sports, excellence, greatness, confidence, and I also love just a two-tone colorway that we were able to choose, with one being primarily yellow and one being primarily black. And this is a very unique pair, and might be my favorite colorway. The last pair I wanted to highlight today is a classic, primarily black, all black shoe, and on the inside of the tongue it says "History Made," but these are the champions. And I was the first Asian American to ever win an NBA championship, and so we wanted to have a shoe to really commemorate that. But it's not, to me, this shoe isn't just, oh, you win a championship and that's what it's about. It's really a champion's heart and a champion's mindset. But what does it mean to have a champion's heart and a champion's mindset? Is that you're always striving to be the best and you don't settle. And one of the stories that this shoe tells is that your greatest opponent is yourself. And as you go through life, seasons will come and go and challenges will come and go, but you always have to face yourself every single day, and that you want to adopt the champion's mindset to continue to strive to be the best person or the best player or the best whatever that you want to be. Really, to me, this shoe and this shoe line is about embodying a spirit of, a spirit or a mentality that you want to have. And so when people tie these shoes on, I want them to really feel something, whether it's the perseverance or the endless chase of your dreams, or whether it's, not listening to the critics or whatever, whichever one of those shoes and the stories that's behind that, I want people to really feel that when they put that on.